everyone, and welcome to Check It Out, the library talk show that lets you know what's going on in and around the Bethel Park Public Library. We're your hosts, Elaine Volpe
and Christine McIntosh, and September is
Love Your Library Month.
It is indeed Love Your Library Month. So during the month of September, the libraries in Allegheny County do a lot of fundraising. So all of the funds that we raise during the month of September get matched by a generous donation from the Buncher Foundation. So it's not a dollar for dollar match, just depends on how much all the libraries raise, but it's a really great program that we've been involved in now for 3 years. And so there's a few things going on for fundraising wise at the library this month. The first is our golf outing, which will be on Monday, September 10th at the Nemacolin Country Club in Bellsville, PA. So we still have a few slots left for golfers, and you can always come and just have dinner and enjoy our raffle baskets and our 50-50. And then a very exciting fundraiser that's going on. Actually, Elaine's cousin, Maria Prasic, has been commissioned to create an original painting on canvas for the library.
So excited about this.
It's so cute. I can't show you just yet because it hasn't been properly released, but it's a sloth in a like a teacup with his glasses on reading a book.
It's adorable.
So the original painting will hang in the library now and forevermore, but we will also be selling a limited edition print. There's 1,500 of them. So they'll be for sale at the library and a few various other places for $50 each. So it's a great fundraiser for the library, but the print is just...
It's incredible.
It's amazing. It's amazing.
Lovely
so
piece for your home or
thank
office.
you, Maria.
Or
Yes, and
wherever.
holidays will be coming up.
Yeah, it would make a great gift.
I know.
You're right.
One's going into my
Did
new
we
house.
choose
Yeah.
a spot? Where is the library?
So since the words circulation means nothing to anyone but us, we are going to take that down behind the front desk. You know, we have those, says circulation. See, you don't even see it.
No, I really
Yeah.
don't. I'm trying to picture it in my head, and I'm not sure.
So
I can.
those letters are coming down, and it will go right there by the front desk, by the circulation desk, which nobody, the checkout, by the
Interesting.
checkout. Yes, I
Great.
know. Your staff tried to get it for the children's
I'm
department.
sure they did.
They did, but that's not
Oh,
happening.
people walking in the door, that's what they see.
That's
front
what
and
they'll
center.
see. Yeah, no matter where you which door you come in or where you're
Right.
going, you will see it. Even you go in the children's department, you're going to walk right past it.
Right.
And then also one last fundraiser for September is our pop-up book sale, which will be Saturday, September 15th and Sunday, September 16th. So we have gotten so many donations over the summer that we have nowhere to store them. So we decided what a great time. It's just going to be a quick pop-up. It'll be from 10 to 5 on Saturday and 1 to 4 on Sunday. So it's mostly fiction. We've had a lot of donations over the summer. So you can come and find some really great buys. And all of the funds raised during those fundraisers will be part of the match for the Buncher Foundation. And we have a couple really interesting programs coming up in the month of September. We have Prohibition Pittsburgh, Murder and Mayhem in the Steel City on Thursday, September 6th at 7 p.m. This is presented by author Richard Gazarek. So Prohibition in Pittsburgh brought crime and corruption to the region, and there was so much illicit liquor made in Pittsburgh that downtown was known as the Great Wet Way.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, me either. So I'm really interested to see this. Hear this, man. Prohibition existed only on paper because there was an unholy alliance that existed between bootleggers, police, and politician. Corruption at its best. We have Engage for Health, learn how to improve communication with your doctor on Tuesday, September 11th at 7 p.m. I'm going through this with my mother right now, that I'm going to all of her appointments now. So this is presented by Michelle Berta, Education and Health Literacy Coordinator for the National Library of Medicine. So here you will learn to be better prepared for your next office visit. You'll learn tips on how to improve your communication skills and become more engaged in managing your health or that of a loved one, in my case. You'll learn how to speak up, become an active and empowered participant in your healthcare process. You are in charge.
That's so very important.
You are in charge of your health. So you do need to be active. On the other side, we have a funeral planning discussion on Monday, September 17th at 10 a.m., presented by Paul Henny Funeral Home. So a pre-need advisor, Chad Baker, will lead a conversation on this sensitive topic and last wishes for loved ones. This will include pre-planning, making your wishes known, and cremation and burial options. And there will be a small question and answer session. Does your family talk about this? Like, we've all talked about it, we know.
Yeah, we don't that much, which,
My mother's
probably
made it
should,
very
but-
clear, and I know what my brother wants, what my sister-in-law wants, they know what I want. We've let the kids know what our wishes are, but we've not asked them what they
Their
would want to
wishes
do,
are.
right? Yeah, it just doesn't seem right, but I mean, things can happen, you never know.
I know.
And then we have a book discussion group on the book Sapiens, A Brief History of Humankind. If you haven't read this book, this is my program, so it'll probably get more airtime.
I was going to say, but you recommended this book before. We've talked about it before.
Yes, this book is a bestseller. It's written by Professor Yuval Harari, and it draws from all these different fields of study to tell the story of how modern human beings came to be and where we came from. It's very, very dense. Physically, the book is heavy, but the subject matter is very heavy. So we're doing a 4-part book discussion group. So the first part will be Wednesday, September 19th at 7 p.m., where we will be discussing part 1 of the book, The Cognitive Revolution. I can't say, I'm speechless about this book because there's so much, you can only read like 20 pages at a time because it's so heavy,
That heavy.
that you really have to stop and process it. And I thought, boy, I'd love to discuss this book with people. So I opened it up. Hopefully we will get...
So when does that start? I'm just thinking, if it's that thick and that heavy of a book.
Yes,
Right,
Wednesday,
it depends.
September 19th at 7 o'clock is the first session, and you only have to have read the first part, which is The
Oh.
Cognitive Revolution.
There you
So the book is divided into 4 parts, so that's how so the first part
That
is The
makes sense.
Cognitive Revolution, so if you can get that far in it, come and discuss. It's going to be great. And then on Tuesday, September 25th at 10 a.m., we have Estate Planning Basics. Do I need a will or power of attorney? The answer is yes. This is presented by Tracy Zimmer. She's an attorney. Do you know who will make decisions for you if you're incapacitated, and what happens to your assets in the event that you unexpectedly pass away? So the seminar will include information about wills, power of attorney, what happens if you do not have these documents. It also includes an overview of the probate process and a brief discussion on protecting your assets if you go into a nursing home. It's kind of where...
Another very important, relevant topic.
Yeah. So those are just a few. There's so much going on, but I had to pick a few. But now check out what's coming to you on DVD this month.
Won't you be my neighbor? Well, I suppose it's an invitation. It's an invitation for somebody to be close to you. The greatest thing that we can do is to help somebody know that they're loved and capable of loving. Won't you please, won't you please, please won't you be my neighbor?
Do these animals deserve the same protections given to other species? Or should they just be left to die?
These creatures were here before us. And if we're not careful, they're gonna be here after. You know me. Life cannot be contained. Life breaks free. Life finds a way.
I've been running scams on the street since I was 10. I was kicked out of the flight academy for having a mind of my own. I'm gonna be a pilot. Best in the galaxy.
Hey, kid. I'm putting together a crew. You in?
That's yes.
Get ready. Thought we were in trouble there for a second, but it's fine. We're fine.
Things are not always as they seem. Tell me about your incident. You don't believe, do you? Hello?
I don't want people looking at me and thinking that I'm mad. Because I know what I saw.
No. These are signs.
I know you're still there!
The spirit. I understand how easy it is to get confused. Don't let them thoughts get into your head, mate.
Everything is exactly as it seems.
You don't know everything.
Wait.
I don't like it. The brain sees what it wants to see.
So come on in and check one out, or any of the older titles. We're one of the few places that has older DVD titles now,
Yes.
since like Family Video's gone, Blockbuster is
Yes,
gone.
that's
so
true.
Come on in. What's going on over your way?
A lot. Same. Gearing up for fall, and we have a lot of things that we are excited about for sure. All of our regular story times will start back up after Labor Day. So that Tuesday, our Toddler Tuesdays will start back up. Wednesdays will be Mother Goose on the Loose. Thursdays, Baby Jam, and Fridays, Preschool Power. So 9:30 and 10:30 on Wednesdays for Mother Goose. We do have that added 11:30 session because our groups are so big. You do not need to register for any of our story times. If you have any questions, feel free to give us a call and we can explain them a little bit more in depth to you. In addition to that, we have a grandparent story time scheduled for Sunday, September 9th. I was just reading an article, I guess it was on Facebook probably, it's where I see most of the things. But the importance of, like, you know, if you're fortunate enough to have grandparents in the area, how beneficial it is to expose your kids to a lot of grandparent time.
Multi-generational.
Right, and then having your parents spend time with your children, because that bond is so very special. And I think it's, and we've mentioned this before too, you know, with other topics, but how important it is, or how beneficial it is to both sides.
Indeed.
Not just for the kids, but the grandparents get so much out of that as well.
I was very
so,
close. My grandma was my primary caregiver because my mom worked.
Yeah.
So I was very close to my grandma.
Yeah, and
I
my
wouldn't
nana
trade
lived
that
with
for-
us for, gosh, over 10 years. And, you know, I have so many fond memories and learned so much from her. So anyway, a very special bond. We want to come celebrate that with you, or invite you to come celebrate with us. So we will be having a special story time on the 9th. And at the end, we're giving away a wonderful keepsake book that the grandparent and the grandchildren can work on together.
Oh, that's wonderful.
So we're excited about that. So registration for that begins on September 4th. It is limited just due to supplies, so make sure you register early. Another thing that I'm really excited about is Second Saturdays.
I was just reading about this on our calendar of
Yes.
events.
So, you know, we get a lot of requests to have programming for working families, working parents, either in the evenings or on Saturdays. And we thought, wouldn't it be great if we just designated one Saturday and just jam-packed it with, you know, fun activities for multiple ages. So every second Saturday of the month will be deemed like a family Saturday. And at 9:30, we're going to have our Mother Goose on the Loose story time repeated. Same thing that Miss Sarah does during the week will be repeated on Saturday. And that's for the wee little ones. Really 0 to 3 years old benefit most from that story time. But it's fun, and you know, older kids can come too. So that's the first thing. And then at 11 o'clock, there's going to be a family story time. So more like for your preschool age all the way up to grade 2. And then at 2 o'clock, we're going to have like games and crafts. It's going to vary month to month. One week it might be games. The next week it might just be open crafts, but there will always be something at that 2 o'clock time slot as well. So if you have a family with, you know, kids of multiple ages, plan on spending your whole day at the library. If not, you know, just pick that time that suits your needs. But we're really excited to start offering Second Saturdays. Miss Sarah and Miss Nancy will be doing this together in conjunction.
Oh, that'll
with
be
one another.
fabulous.
Yeah. So regular story times, grandparent story times, and Second Saturdays. And then I also want to mention a few things that's specific to our kindergarten through 4th grade friends, you know, that elementary age crowd. We have something called Full Steam Ahead, where we're inviting those kids with their families to come in and start playing with some of our tech toys, our STEAM toys. And what that is, in case you aren't aware, maybe you've heard of Little Bits, but you're not exactly sure what they are, or Snap Circuits, or Makey, or what are some other ones? Ozobots and coding mice, all sorts of things that we were fortunate enough to have, you know, purchase here to keep at the library, but we don't use often enough, or I feel like we could be using more. So we're going to start this Full Steam Ahead. We're going to have it both in September and October, but our first one is September 19th, and it's just free play. Like, come explore these toys, find out more about them, and have fun playing together as a family.
That's an evening thing?
That's an evening. That's a Wednesday
even
evening.
better.
Yeah. Additionally, we're going to bring back our spelling bee towards the end of September. As soon as you register, I'll mail out that list, so you will have time to study those words. The actual spelling bee will be on Saturday, September 9th. And on Wednesday, September 12th, and this is kind of, we usually don't offer anything in late afternoon, but I want to give this time slot a try. At 4:30, so hopefully that's enough time for people to get off the bus and get here, we're going to do On Your Mark. It's called On Your Mark, but it's Get Set, Go, and we're racing Robo-Wheels.
Oh,
Any idea what
cool.
Robo-Wheels are?
It's something STEM related.
Another STEAM activity, you're right. And this is based on PBS's Design Squad show. They have an episode that's dedicated to designing Robo-Wheels, and we've done it before, and it's a lot of fun. You just take two paper bowls or styrofoam bowls, or you could also use paper plates, and you attach them together. It teaches kids about potential and kinetic energy.
Oh gosh, I
Right,
need to
so
brush
you
up.
wind it, you connect it with a string, you wind it up, that's potential energy. When it's released, it's kinetic energy, right? A very simple concept, but a lot of fun. So we're gonna design these Robo-Wheels, we'll give kids a chance to decorate the Robo-Wheels, and then we're gonna test them out, and we'll see how far they can go, and maybe we'll race one another. If it's nice, I wanna take it outside in the courtyard. So, Robo-Wheels, and again, that is for, I think, K through 4, yeah, all ages. Our 3D printer labs will be coming back. We do ask that before you register for the lab, you take the Intro to 3D Printing class. Even if you're familiar, you have some experience from school, we're still asking that you take our library class offering before signing up for the labs. But we do offer both each month. So we have our first Intro class on September 17th. If you attend that class, you can certainly come to our first lab, which is on September 24th. I always love seeing the things that kids design, you know, it always amazes me. And a lot of times it's just their name spelled out on a plate, which is really cool. You know, you can attach magnets to the back and stick that in your locker or something. But a lot of times it's more intricate things too.
Yeah, things that my brain, I think that as we grow older, if we don't exercise that creativity,
For
we
sure.
kind of lose that.
I agree 100%.
And they don't the kids just, they don't say, oh no, I can't do
They're not
this.
there
it's like,
yet.
how
That's
can
the-
I do this? And they
Right.
figure it out, and it's very
Right.
cool. I like
It's
to see
cool to
that.
witness, and it's cool to see the end project. So, yeah, check
And
those
sometimes
out.
it works and sometimes it doesn't, and that's okay.
Well, that's part of the process,
Yeah.
right? That's what science is. So a lot of fun stuff for our elementary friends. And then for tweens and teens, I want to mention a few. We have breakout games on Monday, September 10th. It's always fun. It's like one of those escape rooms, which I know you've done them before. I
Yes.
finally did one.
Did you enjoy
this
it?
past summer? So much fun. I actually did two. We went back because it was so much fun. Yeah, we went to the one in the North Hills. And we were unsuccessful both
Yeah,
times.
I was,
but
I
that's
was
okay.
unsuccessful in ours, but
Yeah.
I wasn't with a group of friends. Like, it was me and Bill, and they put us with 4 other people that, didn't have enough for a group.
See, I think that's
So
a
we didn't-
disadvantage because you don't
know each other,
so you're not
and
going
you
to work
don't,
as well together.
Yes, so we did not succeed.
Yeah, but this is library version of escape rooms. Breakout games. You have 1 hour to solve the clues and to break out of the library. And if you do, we have some prizes to offer you. And that's for grades 5 and 6. And then for grades 7 and up, do you like sushi?
I do not. I hate sushi.
I don't either. So Robert's birthday was yesterday, and he wanted to go to hibachi, and I love hibachi, but
I
I'm
do too.
just not a sushi fan.
Yeah, I'm
And
not
he
a
wanted to
sushi
get both,
fan.
which was fine. But we have Chef Al from Benihana Restaurant coming to demonstrate to our teens how to make sushi. So it's an interactive cooking class, and it is scheduled for Tuesday, September 18th at 4:30 p.m.
That's my birthday.
Yay!
I
Well,
will
if you
not
like
be eating
sushi,
sushi.
I would offer you sushi, but unfortunately you don't. I'll save you a fortune cookie. How about that?
Oh, that would be great. I do love a fortune
So,
cookie.
we're finding the cooking classes are becoming more and more popular, and when we ask patrons for their feedback, they're always requesting more cooking classes. So we're happy to oblige. This is the first time we've had Benihana here, so it should be exciting. Limited
Yes.
registration, so make sure you register early. And that's it. A lot of stuff, looking ahead into October, but we'll talk about that on next month's show.
Right.
But before we say, hello fall, and we gear up for these programs, I do kind of want to say goodbye to the summer. It went so
It
fast
did go
this
very
year.
fast. It was very rainy.
And it was very rainy, you're right. But it went so quickly. But we had another awesome summer reading program. So I want to thank all the participants and their families for registering and for participating. We just ran the stats today. I wish I would have brought them down.
I know I didn't bring the stats for the adults either, but it was a good summer.
It
There
was
a
for
lot of
us as well. And
participants.
I thought maybe we could just take some time to kind of highlight a few of the projects. We explained before earlier in the summer how our summer reading program worked. Kids were earning badges, and to earn those badges, they had to fulfill different tasks. And one of the things on the science task was to make on the science badge was to make a nature collage. And that's what you see behind us
This
today.
It's
Isn't
so
that
fantastic.
fabulous?
Yeah.
So we've displayed it all summer up there, and I really don't want to give it back.
I don't.
but
Yeah. I would like to keep
so
it
this
too.
is the Gaskev sisters, and this was, I think, Sophia? Yes. And then Eva made this beautiful unicorn. We want to take the time to zoom in on it if we can, Dave, because from far away it probably just looks like a unicorn. But the nature part comes into it because, like, on her mane, it's all leaves.
It's like flower petals and
She has flower petals and leaves, and it's definitely nature. I mean, she did some paint and
beautiful.
glitter as well, but she
Well, you
incorporated
always
that
have
nature.
to have glitter.
Of course, glitter makes everything better.
Indeed.
So just two of our wonderful nature collages. To earn your music badge, one of the suggestions was to create a homemade instrument. And this can be as simple or as elaborate as you want, right?
These I would play with in the morning when no one was
She
there.
did.
I did.
I walked in on you a couple times.
Yeah.
But this shoebox guitar really works. Like you can hear the different,
Different tones.
chord tones, right? So that was just a simple activity that just really worked. And then I love this. And we had kids marching around the library, putting this on and just marching around with their drums.
A
They even
stick.
used a stick
Yeah.
for your drumstick. So good job to all of our participants. Those are just a couple of the fun ones that I wanted to mention. We're also going to show a short video clip by Thomas Kowalczyk. He, for his science badge, went on to the recommended website, ScienceFlix, which we extended our subscription, and we have that
right.
for another year. It's a wonderful program. It's really geared for older kids, like 5th grade and up, but I think if you're sitting down with a parent, a lot of younger kids can benefit from it as well. So he was kind of playing around on ScienceFlix, and he came across a experiment or how to make bristle bots, which we've done here at the library. Take little parts of the toothbrush
Yeah.
or little bristles from whatever it may be, and you can make them into little robots. So that's exactly what he did, and he sent me the video just a couple days ago, and I thought maybe we could share it with our viewers. So stay tuned for Thomas Kowalczyk's Bristlebots video. So a fun little Bristlebot battle or Bristlebot dance there that Thomas created.
Yeah, it was
Great
very
job,
cool.
Thomas. And again, great job to all of our summer reading participants. We're so glad you joined us this summer. Looking forward to next year's theme, which is outer space.
Oh, that'll
Right?
be really interesting.
I know. And of course, we're looking forward to all the fall programs that are starting back up very, very soon. Again, registration for all of these fall programs begins September 4th. In addition to the new fall classes that we're offering, we have a lot of new fall books coming in, don't we? I know
do.
I'm putting a lot of new ones on our shelves. So I wanted to pique your curiosity. I'm going to show you a young adult book trailer. So stay tuned. Looked interesting. No, Miss Dawn created that one.
And remember, too, that young adult books are really great for adults to read, too.
Great point. Great point. Yes.
I just have a few announcements. Just a reminder that the library will be closed for Labor Day on Monday, September 3rd, and then our Sunday hours will resume on Sunday, September 9th, where we'll be open from 1 to 5 p.m. every Sunday through the school year. So.
Great. Well, thanks for joining us on this evening's show. As always, if you'd like any more information on any of the things that we talked about today, you know what to do. Give us a call.
Visit our website.
Or better yet, stop in and see us in person. See you next time, everybody.